My name's Eric, and I have Lyme disease. I mean, literally, that's a thing. And I contracted Lyme disease from a deer tick 2 years ago. I also contracted babesiosis, which is the, I guess, Latin name for malaria, North American malaria. So that really wiped me out. I know a lot of people that have had Lyme disease. It's a really tenacious disease, and Western medicine has their cure-all, antibiotics and all kinds of other really horrible liquids you take to kill the malaria and the Lyme, and then that does such a number on your liver. You have to do detox afterwards because the treatment almost kills you. And then you just kind of give into this low-level pain and joint aches and stiffness, and that's the common thing, and you get to a point where you can manage it. That wasn't going to be good enough for me. And not that I'm anybody special, but a stubborn New Englander. I said, no way, man, I'm gonna blow through this. And I went to the gym every day within a month of contracting the disease, and I was so weak. I went from putting 60-pound dumbbells over my head to struggling with 20 pounds because the nerves are so damaged. In a short time, I made a pretty good comeback. I was 80% back to my strength. My flexibility was bad, but I could jog a little, but I was still very stiff. I started to get to a point where I could run maybe 12 miles a week, which isn't a lot. And then it started getting worse and everything settled in my knees. So 6 months ago, my knees were in such bad shape, I could not walk up the stairs without holding onto the rail and using my arms to get up the stairs. So Jane, who I had met by then and had experienced a little bit of the dancing hands, came up with this radical idea. Let me do my dancing hands on your knees. And I thought, well, geez, I've tried the wrapping them in tinfoil and turmeric and every other kind of holistic cure for this, and even wackadoodle stuff like the tinfoil, whatever, I'll try it. So she did her dancing hands on my knees, and immediately I felt the warm tingling. Actually first I saw the blood vessels come to the surface, like there was this pressure in my knee, but it didn't hurt. It just kind of tingled, and I thought, what is going on? I could see the veins coming to the surface as if there was, I guess, this energy expanding or something in there. So after that first treatment, I felt a lot looser. I thought, is it possible? But I'm walking without a limp. I don't feel like I'm an old man walking like this. And my gait loosened up. She did 1 or 2 more treatments, and like within a week, I was able to start jogging again. And for a runner to say jogging, like even to admit that is like, oh my gosh, I could jog. That's huge. It was huge for me because I thought maybe I'll never run again. You know those nightmares where you just can't run? That's what it felt like. So now that was 6 months ago, and now I'm at a point where I could run more if I want. I just don't have the schedule to do that right now, but I'll do a few miles here and there. But I'm running up hills like this because of specifically what Jane has done for me, because I haven't changed anything else. The only thing that's changed is Jane's dancing hands. And I can feel it. I can specifically feel this opening in my knees. And to not just make it up the hill, but to actually bound up the hill. And I'm very familiar with what I can do. And I can tell you at 53 years old, it's really amazing that I can run these hills the way I am. Because I competed for years. I know how it works, and I know what I can and can't do. And I feel there's a spring in my step, there's elasticity has been restored. All those things that we just kind of start to accept as we get older, I don't accept anymore. And along comes Jane with a bona fide cure to reinforce that. No, you don't have to accept that, and you can run up those hills like that. And I am, and I'm doing it. So thank you, Jane, for what you're doing in me. And I know I speak for many, many people who you've danced your hands for, and for the people who you haven't even met yet. I'm thanking you in advance because, man, it is so cool to see what you can do. And it puts the wow back in my life. So thank you.